In episode 2, Bayern Munich destroyed us in the Super Cup final with a 3-0 victory, and despite the efforts of people like Rafael Guerreiro scoring incredible goals, we were just not picking up points. Rashica had joined our team in a massive transfer to bolster the attack of this squad. Haaland has done well in scoring 2 goals in 1 match, and Rashica has done even better coming in against Leverkusen and scoring the winner in the 89th minute. Now that you are caught up, let's take a look at the league table. Dortmund right now with 8 points in a 4th position, only 4 points behind their rivals Bayern Munich, and of course Marco Reus with great performances in the top 5 of the top scorer list within the Bundesliga. Now let's get right into episode 3. So as you guys could see in the last episode, we have done quite an okay job, but those are not the likes of performances that Dortmund is required of. We do need to do better, and we're about to step into Champions League football against FC Barcelona. A massive matchup after the devastating loss against Bayern Munich. I was in a press conference sitting down talking to the media and trying to bolster the motivation of my players as much as I possibly could. Also, as always, if you guys are enjoying the cinematic career mode, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications turned on. Today is a special day because the camera angle is being changed in this episode, so let's get straight into it. Dortmund against Barcelona, the matchup that we have been waiting for, that was teased at the end of the last episode. We're playing at home, and Haaland is, as you guys know, on top form from the last episode. Sancho, Reus, Brandt, these are the players that we have to rely on in terms of our attack, but of course we are up against an incredible team in Barcelona who have strengthened their squad with the signing of Wijnaldum to play alongside his Dutch teammate De Jong, Suarez, Dembele, and of course Lionel Messi. For the first time, we'd be stepping onto the pitch with one of the best football players in world football. The best one that we have played so far was Lewandowski, and we saw what he did to us. So going into this match, I was a little bit worried that Messi could tear us apart, that Barcelona could potentially come into our home ground and take away the 3 points. But it started off with the likes of Jadon Sancho. We were motivated. We knew that our team is capable of beating this Barcelona squad. Marco Reus played the ball, makes his run, gets it back, about to take the shot, and Marco Reus scores in the 7th minute. Already, we have taken the lead against Messi and his buddies. And even Marco Reus can go through barriers. The entire team going through it. But that's not what we need to talk about here. We need to talk about the great build-up play. The manager obviously incredibly happy with that one. And sadly, the game got a little bit more aggressive, and the referee was slowly moving towards Barcelona. As people like to say, UEFA Lona, I have the ball. PK doesn't have control. He runs into Haaland, and we get the yellow card, something that I don't understand. But in the 26th minute, Barcelona with Messi on the flick up, and Bürki with the save. Their coach is egging them on to go ahead and try more, and we are trying more ourselves. That is one of the most satisfying skills that we have seen so far from Jadon Sancho, turning his defender inside out. But talking about that, a cross coming in now towards the far side. Can we finally get a cross away? We cannot. It lands in front of Suarez. And Suarez just gets it done, boys. In the 43rd minute, Luis Suarez has scored against us, and the game is now level. Now, Witsel picks up the ball in the middle. Great interception straight away. Passing play on point, and it's Marco Reus again. He just doesn't stop scoring. He's the captain, he's the leader, and just like that, he is behaving right now. That's what we need to see from an experienced player in these big matches. 2-1 up against Barcelona, bringing in the likes of Hwang Hee-chan and of course Rashica as well. Hazard comes in as the 3rd substitute, and in the 89th minute we get the ball onto Rashica, his feet. He's dribbling past one. He has the speed to get away from the likes of Semedo. He's continuing his run, gets past De Jong, turns back inside, brings the ball in with a pass. It is Hwang Hee-chan with a beautiful ball back into Rashica. Can we make it 3-1? Rashica back again into the middle. We see the opening and we try to use it to our advantage, but it doesn't work out. But it doesn't matter. We have beaten Barcelona 2-1 at our home ground. The yellow wall was successful. The substitutes tried their best, but it wasn't needed. The man of match is clearly Marco Reus with 2 attempts and 2 goals. Clinical finisher. A little fist bump between him and Julian Brandt right there. And overall, an absolutely stunning performance. The best performance so far from this Dortmund side. And due to that victory, we are going up to 3 points in the Champions League group stages. Inter have beaten Slavia Prague 2-0. And after that great performance, guys, it was time to go back into the Bundesliga. Obviously not hugely satisfied with what we are doing so far. Still unbeaten in the Bundesliga though, and we wanted to keep it that way as we go into the match against Eintracht Frankfurt with the likes of Trapp in goal, Hinteregger and Torre and such in the defense. And then we have Kamada, Kostic and Da Costa joining in on the attack to play the balls into Bas Dost, a tall striker that has the qualities to head the ball in from any position. And straight away, Kostic and his teammates were trying to find him on the crosses, but luckily the first one was denied. Bas Dost now with beautiful passing play, something that we don't see him do often. And at the end, it is 1-0. We were too busy trying to defend crosses that we completely left open the mid lane in our defense, and it was exploited by an experienced striker with beautiful passing play between him and Kamada. And in this match, Jadon Sancho was nowhere to be seen. Sadly, hasn't really done much for us in the first half. Hopefully a lot more to come in the second half right now. And now Frankfurt is on the attack once again. They are building up their attacks with beautiful passing play, but Bürki has something against it. He saves it for once. Acosta now trying to get the cross in. We have the ball at our feet. We played into Bas Dost. He plays a beautiful pass inside. And that one will not be stopped by defenders or our goalkeeper. Frankfurt in the 88th minute have scored the second goal, and with that we have taken a loss. The first loss of the season. It was devastating. I did not expect anything like this. And now Dortmund in the 8th position with 8 points. Very unhappy. 5 games played, that is not acceptable. And of course the press was asking questions and I would have to answer them. It is not really the best of performances from Dortmund so far. 2 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss. It is just not acceptable, and straight away we had to move on. We had to get into the next game, and we just had to get rid of the thoughts that we had in our heads, and we jump into the game against Werder Bremen to hopefully get a victory back home. It is the team that brought us Rashica, and it is the team that has someone that has scored 3 goals in the last 3 matches, but Marco Reus, as you can see, 5 goals in the last 3. We would have to rely on him. Pavlenka, obviously an incredible goalkeeper. Klein actually joined them, and Dokore. So this Werder Bremen team has definitely strengthened. Garcia has come in to replace Rashica up top. A quite defensive setup, to be honest with you, but hopefully we can get past them. It is beginning though with Werder Bremen on the attack. It is Eggestein starting it off, and down the right it's Nathaniel Klein with the cross coming in. Can we defend it? Yes, we can, and the next shot is hitting the side netting. Now we know that we have to come up big with a few good attacks and good passing play in order to create something right here. And Haaland gets involved, plays the ball into Marco Reus, who shoots and hits the post. Very unlucky. Could have been another goal for Marco Reus. And down the right goes Klein once again. The cross coming in, and Mats Hummels completely missing the header. And again, it's a cross. Again, it's the feelings that I'm having from the Liverpool career modes in the past, where I just couldn't prevent crosses from going in. But Haaland and Marco Reus had something against it. They wanted to score some goals to bring us back. In the 58th minute, Reus's shot wasn't enough. 67th, we move into another attack. It is Guerreiro with a beautiful ball down the line. It is Julian Brandt, who has been quiet in this episode so far, but now he cuts in, plays it into his captain. Captain back into the feet of Brandt. He shoots and hits the post. Unlucky Dortmund, just not with that luck today. And it is actually going to be the second loss in a row. Unbelievable. I could not believe what I was seeing right here, boys. And Mats Hummels devastated, not happy with his performance. and you could clearly tell he was very, very sad. Just like Aubameyang yesterday for Arsenal when he missed an absolute sitter to go through into the next round. But Dortmund now have slipped down into the lower half of the league table, 11th position in the Bundesliga, and that was not acceptable. The press once again asking questions. The team morale actually seemed quite decent, so it seems like I am doing a good job at working together with the squad. And after this game, we have finally picked up another victory. Now, it was in a Champions League against Prague, only a 1-0 victory, but I'll take it. And after that Prague game, it was time to jump into the game against Freiburg. So let's get right into it, boys, and try and make up for our terrible performances. Bundesliga matchup against Freiburg, and Dortmund now with 2 losses on their record, 2 wins and 2 draws, up against Alan Carvalho, who has scored 5 goals in the 6 matches he has played. The number 10 of Freiburg is the one that we have to keep an eye on, and let me tell you, I haven't played against a player that was so difficult to defend in FIFA 20. I am not even joking. Look at him just sliding through my defense, just doing whatever he wants to do, until the point where he takes the shot, he gets it back again, flicks it up, another shot taken. Alan Carvalho was having fun, he gets it back again, gets into the defense again. Mats Hummels sliding, not getting to it. The shot being saved by Bürki, and another one. It does just about miss the target. Freiburg with absolute domination in the early minutes of this game. Carvalho again in the build-up, he gets it back to his feet. Carvalho with the number 10. Misses it. Onto the post it goes, and we go into the 40th minute. I wanted to win this game so badly, and straight away Marco Reus with the ball into Julian Brandt. He cuts back in, finesses it into the far corner. Julian Brandt scores against the run of play. Obviously, Freiburg was the better team, but we were the more clinical squad in the first half, and with that, we move into the 46th minute as they try to score, but luckily our team is defending well enough in the 56th. Look at Emre Can taking the shot outside of the box. Great volley, he tried his best, but sadly it didn't go in. Would have been a special moment. 67th though, Freiburg again back with Carvalho, who is doing his best to try and get this team back into it, and they do manage to do so with yet another lofted cross onto the near post. No one able to defend it once again. This issue will not be fixed as it seems. We might have to bring in new defenders in the upcoming transfer window, boys. And you can see in the 82nd, it is Freiburg again. In the 84th, Freiburg again. Beautiful moves. They get inside with beautiful passing as well. It's Carvalho with the finish. I could not stop the man. He just does whatever he wants to do. And at that stage, I realized we had 2 losses and now another draw. 3 games in the Bundesliga. 7 games for Carvalho, and he has 6 goals. Marco Reus extremely unhappy with the outcome, and Dortmund continuously slipping down the league table. 2 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses with a -2 goal difference. And things had to change, boys, and we went straight into the next Bundesliga match. I could not wait to play the next one, to redeem myself as a coach of Dortmund, because at this moment in time, my job is at danger. So for that reason, I needed to change a few things. I changed instructions, and as you can see, I'm not really too happy. I'm not too nervous going into this game. I'm just calm. But sadly, it begins with Kramer just running down and striking it with so much power that absolutely no one could save it. Kramer makes it 1-0 for Gladbach early on into the game, and I was already thinking, alright, that's it, I'm gonna get fired. This is the end of my career at Dortmund. But luckily, likes of Jadon Sancho are now building this attack up. It lands in front of Reus, he shoots, and Sancho will pick up the pieces. It's 1-1. Dortmund is back into it. This is a massive match for us. If we can win against Gladbach, that shows everyone that we are still capable of creating beautiful attacks and get the 3 points. But of course, we had to keep up this performance. It is the 37th minute as Janschke makes a big mistake. Haaland one-on-one shoots. Gets deflected, gets it back again. It drops right in front of his feet. A terrible finish, followed by a decent save. And that is followed by another strike. Dortmund now 2-1 up. But Gladbach would not stop right there. They hit the post. We tried to get the ball away. And for some reason, it lands right in front of Thuram. Another team taking away the lead from this Dortmund squad. The defense is just not getting it shut down. We are conceding way too many goals and Sancho has had enough. He is just going on by himself, taking all the responsibility, moving forward in the 48th minute, shooting. And it gets deflected. We are still attacking though in the second half. But before we do so, Bürki has to make a big save as the referee gives away a penalty for Gladbach. Thuram for another one. He chips it to the right-hand side. Can Bürki get to it? Yes, he can. It wasn't enough. That is a big mistake, and from that point on, boys, we are going all at attacking. Rashica, Hazard and Hwang Hee-chan coming into the game as 3 attackers in a 4-2-3-1 to play behind Haaland. Now Rashica down the center this time. Rashica getting the ball back from Haaland. He's now moving forward. He's getting past 1. He's trying to get past 2. Heel-to-heel flick. Shoots. Good save. But that's exactly what I needed. Pace to get in behind. And now we continue that run once again. Emre Can down the right-hand side. Hazard now on the ball. Sees Haaland. Haaland now with an incredible ball into Rashica. Can he score this? He has it at his feet. Can it be the victory? Yes, it can be. It's once again Milot Rashica saving Dortmund. He did it against Leverkusen and now he's doing it again against Gladbach. We might have to think about involving this man into the starting lineup. The Dortmund fans are loving him and he is currently the star next to Marco Reus, who is getting all of those goals. One thing you might have realized in this episode so far, Haaland has been very quiet, and thanks to that victory we're now back up to 11 points. Thankfully, our team is looking better. We need to continue these types of performances and we get a chance to do so straight away against Inter in the Champions League. Rashica is going to go into that cam position instead of Marco Reus, who was a bit tired. So now he gets his chance to genuinely prove himself as an asset for this team. So let's get it on, Inter. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Of course, it's a starting lineup filled with world-class players. We have Lukaku, we have Eriksen, Lautaro Martinez, Alexis Sanchez. Wouldn't really call him world-class anymore, but we do have De Vrij, Skriniar and Ranocchia with Handanovic in the defense as well. A very interesting setup to get past for us. Inter gets the first chance, but they bottle it. Sancho gets the ball, and straight away we are looking to do the fast build-up right here with Jadon running down that right-hand side, bringing it back into Rashica, who has taken control in that cam position. Stops, brings it back into Haaland. Haaland finds the perfect ball into Rashica. He turns, shows the composure and scores again. It is Rashica in the 22nd minute taking over the position of Marco Reus and maybe even taking over a position in the starting lineup over the likes of Julian Brandt, because that man right there is currently on fire. And it is now Emre Can with the ball into Brandt. Brandt actually in the starting lineup this time around. Haaland takes it back into the defense and shoots. And it is a shot coming off of the crossbar. Would have been nice for him to score, but Haaland getting an assist, of course. Jadon Sancho with some nice moves as always, trying to create some space. Emre Can into Delaney. Delaney into Brandt. Brandt into Rashica. And it is Brandt again. A good build-up once again shown by our team. A lot of confidence going through our team and aggression on top of it. It is Jadon Sancho with the steals. He is defending at this point in time. Once again, down that right-hand side, we start our attack with Sancho now cutting into the middle. He has the space. He has the skills. Look at that. Gets past one. Gets past another one. Cuts back in with a fake Rabona. Brings the ball into Rashica. He takes it and scores. An absolutely magnificent goal from Dortmund with the incredible build-up from Jadon Sancho and his skill moves. Handanovic gets a touch on it, but it is not enough to stop this man right here. 2 goals in this match against Inter in the Champions League, and now he comes off and he's happy. Marco Reus takes over, and we do have a decent bench now in the attack. Marco Reus into Haaland. Can he finally get his goal? Can he finally do it? Yes, he can. It's 3-0. 3-0 against Inter, boys. The team is outperforming themselves. This is finally the awakening of Dortmund. 2 back-to-back victories and great performances on top of it, especially individual performances from the likes of Rashica have been incredible. Mats Hummels for once is smiling. 2 attempts, 2 goals for Rashica. He might deserve a starting lineup spot. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, but this is the Group F at the moment. 9 points for Dortmund, beaten Barcelona, beaten Inter and Prague as well. And of course, Rashica now after that game was being asked a lot of questions. He is the hero, and we do need a hero in the next episode against Schalke, boys, in the derby. Let's get it.